the drill there. For information on this net, you can go to YouTube or Facebook. And on YouTube, you can go to MJSS. And for Facebook, yeah, Mount Juliet Simplex. Well, we got a really fuzzy screen. Hang on one second. Well, that's not helping. I'll work on that. But also, you can go to Group O and go MJSS in there as well. No, on YouTube, you actually want to go to my call, K4PEW. I'm sorry. 600 or 800 times. 600 times on YouTube. You think I remember it? And you can also go to 146.415. That's information on Simplex. And last of all, if I'm not mistaken, what's last of all? Group study. Oh yeah, you can email me, KRRO.net. I'm hearing some traffic. Is there anybody hearing anything in?
Nothing but you.
Okay, I got some interference. Sounds like the squelch too low or something. Nope, normal squelch. There's somebody who's doing something nearby. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why the YouTube thing looks so crappy. I don't know the answer to it. Hey, don't mind. That's not what I want.
Your transmitter working. I'm hearing you just fine in the mobile and Lebanon.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, for something good evening, Paul.
Hey, how you doing, Richard? Hang on one second.
We're losing advertising.
Anyway, let me move on and say you'll still be able to see most of it. I just don't understand why it's so ugly looking. Yeah, I'll leave it right there. Really fuzzy, but all right. Purpose of this is to have fun and not waste time on trying to figure it working properly here. And to see how well we can hear at all the stations and figure out what we have to do to make it better. We have fun, but in the process of having fun, we improve our stations. It makes us better communicators in the event of a international or multinational emergency or a crime wave or whatever. Announcements: the nets tonight at 146.415 net we're on now, and I'm going to go over to 144.240 and then to 50 and then to 223.415. We've already done the DMR, D-Star, and FM nets, which were quite good. How many do you have on C4FM, Mike?
7.
Oh man, you kicked butt. There was 5 on the other two. Now we had 6 on DMR and 5 on D-Star, and you had 7. All right, very good. Announcement of the, or I should say, Michael has the 10-meter net at 7:30 p.m. on 28.415, and over to 29.415 and FM, and then to 223.415 on FM. Other than that, let me think about this for a minute. There is an upcoming Schulman auction that I haven't posted on the site yet. Some of you already probably know it. Let's see, is there any other announcements? Oh yeah, don't forget to go to the, if you need a message system there about the poll for the field day coming up, which will be June 22nd, which is the ARRL field day in Simplex. Simplex and people are going to be doing that, I believe. At least we've got a hand, maybe 4 or 5 of us involved at this point. There may be more. I haven't looked in the last couple of days on the poll. If you need to know where that poll is, just email me and I'll point you, give you a link. Are there any other announcements I'm missing? All righty, well, this is net number 1004. We'll first, but before first, we're going to go over to people short on time, mobile, or first time check-in. So let's do that. Mobile, first time, or mobile, or short on time.
Kilo River 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot.
Well, you sound pretty good there tonight, Rick.
Hey, you are booming well.
That's because I'm a boomer.
That's right. Well, hey, that's the first time I've had a reception like.
Yeah, I special ordered in some solar flares to go away.
Okay, that helps. Very good.
Rick?
I don't appreciate what you do.
Very good. Well, you don't know what I do otherwise, so you only see me at the ham of. That was Rick. Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. He is over West Ashland City. West Ashland City. That's. Who else is short on time mobile or first time check-in?
Yeah, of course,
Are you Richard? All right, we checking in Stephanie too. I didn't. They don't care. Is that what you said? All right, very good. Are you copying it at all, Michael?
Oh yeah, real well.
Okay, you're sucking up his signal over on your side there. He was mobile over in Lebanon somewhere, I imagine. All right, very good. That was Richard, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo, and he's in was mobile, so I'm not sure where he was. Who else is first time check-in mobile or short on time? Did you catch that, Michael?
Yeah, he said he's in the mobile up behind his house.
You must have a big yard.
8 3/4.
Oh man, get that car up on jacks or something, man. You need a better signal. Anyway, who else is any place, anywhere for short on time mobile or first time check-in?
Michael Kelly was up behind the hill now. No, probably. He was taking me for relaying.
Yeah, I heard most of that. A little rough for that time. Rough, the words. Anyway, again, that was Richard and Stephanie in Lebanon, KI4SI and KI4SO. Who else is any place, anywhere on mobile, short on time, or first time check-in? All right, we're going to go start from the north. Please come down.
KE4TWI.
Mary O-N. Hold on one second there, Danny. At Wesson, KE4 TW.
Yeah, so did Richard. I guess he was. He's closer than 80. Things are good here. Been productive. It did not rain. It got all my bush hogging done. So
I didn't know what a bush hog was until I moved to Tennessee.
Oh man, it's a part of our vernacular.
I know it is. Turn mower was either.
Bush hog is a noun and a verb.
I know it. On some social circles, it's also a noun referring to genders.
Could be. Anyway, thanks. KE4TWI.
Yeah, very good. That's Wesson, Possum Town, Kilo Echo 4. Yeah. Hey, Danny, what's up? You sound good.
All righty. How you doing today, Paul?
It's, actually did some work today, which is unusual.
Oh, Lord. I ain't done nothing today. Today's my anniversary. 39 years.
Oh, get out of Dodge. That's great.
Oh, I just ain't done nothing. Highway 52 yard sale this weekend. So I was up there at my son's house during it. But anyway, back.
Listen, I've met you. You don't look like you've been alive for 43 years.
I'll be 62.
Huh. Oh, you look good. You look good. No wonder your wife kept you around.
I didn't catch
I said, no wonder your wife kept you around. You're looking good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 39 years. Not,
Oh, okay. 30. Well, still 39 is awesome.
yeah. All righty. I'll catch you on that.
Yeah, very good. That was Danny. He's in near Cotton Town, not Possum Town, as some people were prone to say. That was Kilo November, Danny. And yeah, if I add up my 3 marriages, I'm good for about 52 years. If you add those up, I don't think you're permitted. Else is there's actually there actually take away years when you do it. At least from my life it did, and my finances. Who else is north?
WB0
There's another long married guy, I think.
Yeah, I've probably been married about 65 years between 2 wives.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, but this one you've had a long time, have the longer period.
No, not really. I think we've been. I met her in 1954, so we've only been married about 20 years.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. I don't know. I think it goes either way now that I think about it. Some people are married for a relatively short time in their first marriage, and then they get married for a long time because the first one was just a bad idea for both people, you know.
Yeah. So it's been a pretty day.
Oh yeah, it was funny. I was out there messing around in the yard, and it started to rain big drops, and it lasted for about 12 seconds, and it quit. It was just great.
Yeah. Had my daughter is cut hair, so she came over and gave me a haircut today. So that was kind of a nice thing. And, a trip to the grocery store, and that's about as exciting as it gets over here.
Well, to do that.
Nope, that's what she does. I think she's probably cut my hair for 35 years.
So she does that for a living, I take it.
Yeah.
Cool. I wish I had a surgeon in my family. That'd make it easier for me too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we should have had an orthopedic.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for that, Mark? You saw?
I'll be listening. WB0
Yeah, very good. That was Mark. Whiskey 0 November Oscar. Anybody else? And he's in Northwest Wilson County. Who else is in North?
Hey, Katie Horror, VUW, Carlin, Angel Town, Bethpage.
Very good, Carlin. You sounded pretty good yourself.
That's good. If you're dealing with the radio here, being you, and turned on the voice, see what it would say on it. It was saying you were.
How many?
10 dB.
No. Well, at least.
We're like an S9 here last weekend. I don't know if the weather got anything to do with it, but I'm showing a little bit more signal on you now. You get out there unscrewing coax and stuff might have made a difference a little bit.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, rattling some cages and swearing at the installation out there. And there's no diddling permitted on the air.
Yeah, well, you're on the bottom side of the S. You were like a solid S9, so I don't know. I don't know if the weather had anything to do with it, or screwing coaxes in that made a difference, or anything like that. I don't know. But anyway, you're sounding good, full quality. So I don't know. Say hello. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. I'm sitting here thinking about what I want for supper. I don't know what that could be. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, very good. You got anything else for the net, Carla?
I guess not. I reckon not. Like, I'll hook you up that way so more people can check in here. So anyway, with that said, Katie Moore VW up here, and I'll turn it back over to Nick Control.
Very good. That was Carlin. He's in Bethpage, Angeltown area. Kilo Delta 4 Whiskey. Who else is north? Well, then you're too slow. We're going to the west.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Highway.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You can just step all over Jack. We don't care.
I'll let you get them, KC4 TV.
Very good. That was Greg and Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, or with the wider circles of gangster land is Biscuit. Who else is west?
KO4 OTV.
Ah, very good. How you doing again tonight there, Joel?
Oh, not too shabby. How about yourself?
Hey, look at that. He doubled with you. Jack, are you not hearing Greg, Joel?
Yeah, I hear Joel. I've got a problem with my microphone.
Ah, okay. Well, it's working fine just now.
Yeah, but it just kind of wants to cut in and out even when I'm not touching.
My first wife was like that.
Okay, KC4 ILV.
Hang on. Joel, how you doing?
Doing great. That was perfect.
Well, hey. I think Jack's still got a problem with his microphone again.
Is he using a handheld or a desk mic?
No, I don't know what he's using. I'm pretty sure it's a stock mic that came in on.
I was going to say, man, I mean, I know he's using I think a 9700, and I have the 7300, and I always get good reports with the microphone. You know, I forget what it is. It's like heck, I have to look at it. It's the HM219. It's the only reason I haven't went to a desk mic, but yeah, it's kind of odd that it's doing that. He must be wearing that thing out.
Well, stupid things that happen at the Tampa Amateur Radio Club, which I was not a member, but I'd stop in there occasionally on Saturdays. They had like, there was a bigger crowd in that one, so I'd stop over there once in a while. And they had a shack, because they actually had a house inside the house. They had about 6 operating stations, and this one guy I knew, he goes, "Hey, let me show you the new radio we got." I said, "Yeah, what is it?" And it goes for, at the time, I remember this is for 13, 14 years ago. The one that cost about 10 or 12 grand. They bought one of those. He goes, "Let me go show you here." And here we go. They got a nice ham, and they're beautiful. And they had 3 towers on their property. The thing hooked up, and then I noticed the external speaker he had for it was a Radio Shack, one of those 4-inch ones. I thought, man, you got a $10,000 radio. Probably the one in the radio is better than that Radio Shack.
I like the radio. The only thing I don't like about it is the speaker faces upward. Well, I have another radio over it, which I have so I bought the Icon front facing one, but I got a good deal on it. I don't think I even paid $100 for it. I found it on sale on DX Engineering. They were having one of those SP38s. And I'm going to tell you, that radio you're talking about, I think is the Icon 7851, and that thing does it on the back of it. It's insane.
Oh yeah, quite a radio, but way too much for me.
Oh, I'd never spend the money. I've seen them. I mean, I've seen those radios go for 18 grand, and I've seen some of them go for around 13 as low as I've seen them. But
well, I asked somebody who had one. No, it wasn't somebody who had one, but he was very experienced ham. This was way back in the beginning in ham radio, and I said, "Why does somebody buy a radio like that?" He goes, "Bragging rights." That's the only reason.
That's the only thing it can be possible reason, honestly. There's no other reason. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't even know how to start on that thing. I mean, the beautiful and all the buttons. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, I know some of it because I'm used to Icon, but that's all I own. Well, I own some Yaesu Kenwood too, but man, I'm going to tell you that. I mean, there's even the 7610 is like a, I think it's about a $3,500 radio, and that.
Well, when you figure that people who do contesting, they don't necessarily have one of those radios. They got $10,000 worth of antennas, though.
Oh, no question about it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. A lot of them guys are QRP.
Let me run on. It sounds like we've got a big group tonight, Joel. Everything else all right?
Yeah, I'm good on this end, and I'll catch y'all over on 6 KO4 OTV.
Yeah, that was OTV in west of Ashland City. Great signal. Jack, are you getting your mic problems resolved? I guess he kicked himself off the network, but he did check in about 8 times. Who else is West?
Yeah, I think microphone. I think he might have overused it and burned it out. Now that he can't.
Yeah. No, I don't know what he did. He put the turbo module in it.
Yeah, he paid the price.
Yeah. Anybody else, West? Please come now.
Okay, C4 TNQ.
Hey, very good. You did fantastic over there on what do you call it, on DMR, and so I was surprised Mike couldn't hear you. Or no, Mike hear you, but you couldn't hear Mike. That's what was odd to me. There was no reciprocity there.
Yeah, he was right at the level where it would decode. It wouldn't decode. Sometimes I could hear him, fairly well. Then other times it would just be parts of the words.
Yeah, everything going well for you?
Yeah, just I got my yard work done before the rain hit, so that was a good thing.
When's your are you still working for the? Oh, I'm just curious because you're about end of school, aren't you?
Yep, one more week and we'll be done.
Okay, that's good and bad, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'm on the program where they pay off in the summer too.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I think that's a good way to do it, don't you?
Yeah, that's why I try to work all this stuff there in the middle of the day. That way I can make extra during the summer.
Oh, but that pays immediately. They don't spread that out.
They take that out too, but it adds to your pay.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds great. So that's how you got.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I would like to have an $18,000 radio. I would hope they would hear some better.
Well, I have to hire somebody to operate it for me.
Oh no! Once you get it top and the sideband and get it all set up, you're good.
Got so many options on the HF side. It's unbelievable on those radios. I don't even use on my 857, 15 years old or something, and 897. I never even used all the features in that thing.
Oh, that's the same. It's just too much to try to figure out.
Well, it is a lot, yeah. And obviously, it does make a difference, all of those features, when you do have some of those people really experienced and they have the money for big antennas. Then it does become critical on weak signals because then they can do a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, it's all about being able to hear. That's for sure. It's just like the parametrics. They got in here to make it better. I had never even touched any of that stuff.
No, I didn't either. I even forgot it was there. I got the same radio. Only have used probably 10 or 20% of the features, maybe.
Yeah, just what I gotta have to talk on it.
There, Charles.
That's it. I catch you in the next one, Paul. Y'all have a good evening. KC14. Thank you.
Very good. That was Charles in West Nashville, Kilo, Tango, November, Quebec. Who else is West? Or South? Very good. Everything going good tonight? No, I can't talk about it on the air anyway. You know that. It's kind of information. No, everything going well? Are you going to go to that Steve Martin, show next?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks like a good one. I was wanting to see that.
Yep. And it's going to be at the
Well, that way they can pack more people in, I hope.
Well, yeah.
The other thing is they're going to bring in the, what is that, Steep Canyon? Is it Steep Canyon Ranger? Is that what it's called?
Well, most people don't realize that Steve Martin is an accomplished bluegrass.
That I knew that. I'd seen him in action live, but I hadn't seen him live in that band, in that bluegrass band.
Tickets are available.
Oh, I know, but I ain't buying the $250 ones.
Well, you don't have to.
No, you're right. I don't. I won't. unless he gets me passes back to all the food supplements for the crew after the show.
That's all I got. K4KQ.
Very good. That's Tony. He's in Smyrna. Kilo Foxtrot 4 Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. So very good. We got Larry in there in Rockville with we're better to me on B-Star than you are right now. Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Rockvale. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is south?
Echo 4 Tango Yankee Julia.
Very good. How you doing there, Mr. Jim?
I'm doing fairly decent. How about yourself?
The only way I could get better is if I was, I don't know, 20 years younger.
Can't we all?
Well, it's those things. My wife said it again too, and everybody says it, I think, when they start to get past 60. They say, I don't feel like I'm 60 in a month or so. I just, it doesn't change the fact of how old I am. It doesn't change my physical condition, but it just doesn't feel like it.
Oh, I understand. I know exactly how you feel. People my own age or like a year older, and like, there's no way I have a mirror, and there's no way I look like that.
Actually, I do look in the mirror. I go, who is that? I got a picture of me. I'll have to send it to you. Oh, it's on a thumbnail for a last. It's me and my dog, and I feel like I look like I look like I'm older than my father was.
I look like Tennessee. All white beard, all.
Yeah, that's right. I look like my dog, bug-eyed and old. Yeah, no, that's Jim. That's you can't once you're, and I don't want to have to. Maybe I'm telling something, outside of what I'm not supposed to. But if you're born in New York State, South accepts you as a Tennessean.
I wasn't born in New York State.
I thought you were born in New York, or you just lived there.
I just had to live there a while.
I'm not going to ask you where you were born.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I knew. I knew he lived in New York State. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Anything else for that, Jim?
No, I'm good. Nope. Oh, I just gotta cut some grass tomorrow, and I think it's dried out enough. Clean some motorcycles and stuff like that. Other than that, we're doing great. Let you get back to that. Thanks for doing it, KE4QYJ.
Yeah, we'll see you over on hopefully on sideband 2 meters. That was Jim Kilo in Woodbury. Who else is south or east?
KM4 YRS.
All righty. I had to just pencil you in for the net whether you show up or not.
Well, that'd be okay with me.
Yeah, very good for you at home.
Yep, been a restful day today. I flew a little bit. Haven't done much else. Same old.
No real changes.
No, I don't expect any anymore.
We can hope for the best.
Well, they do a lot of hoping, a lot of praying, and wait to see how it happens.
Well, yeah, I'm with you. Just stay hopeful, though. I mean, it's so you can't change it. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I know, and even though her life is way different than it was before, she seems to be content.
Yeah, that's good. It'd be frustrating. I just read a thing in today. I presume it's true. I just glanced at the article, and that's Jay Leno. I don't know how old she is, but he's 74, so I presume she's younger. She's got dementia.
Oh, wow. Man, that's awful.
Well, we had a friend of my wife's who she worked with for several years. At the time, he was probably 55 or so, a couple years younger, and she had really bad dementia. I mean, he was having a full-time job, but just taking care of her.
I know that situation well, and it's very
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But again, just one of those things. You can't abandon the issue.
Nope. All you don't want.
Yeah, I'm with you. Anyway, that was Mike. Unless you have anything more.
That's it for me, Paul. Accident control.
Very good. That's Yankee Romeo Foxtrot here in the non-ski lift portion of. Actually, he's down in the plains. Down in the plains. We're up in the mountains over here. He's down in the plains. That's Kilo Mike for Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is east or south?
Step 5. She's 4 years older.
Really, she is 4 years older than what's his face?
According to looking on the Google.
Huh. Interesting. Well, he's 78, but even so, so many people don't get dementia. You know, it's just interesting.
That's a shame.
Anybody else south or east?
Kevin's in there.
Kevin, are you there?
Well, you might have heard me, but apparently somebody else was louder than me.
Oh yeah, just yeah. He is. I wasn't really louder. They were just kind of just a little bit because I didn't hear you. Anyway, how goes it, Kevin?
Hey man, you know me. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble and doing my thing over here. Well, it is, but I try to stay out of it.
Try being the key word.
That's the biggest word. Yeah, we didn't do too much tonight, or too much today. Didn't write home about anything. They fall. I didn't really do anything. I didn't even cut the grass. Didn't do anything. Just pretty much laid around the house all day.
It's work to just lay around all day. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah, I know it takes a special kind of breed to do that, but you know, I'm gonna bring something up to you. I don't know if it does you this way, but it does me. But you know, I get lazy and lay around watch TV and stuff like that. But when I feel, it's supposed to feel better, but like I don't know. Just I feel bad after laying around so much. I don't know if it's just my feeling that way, but I just kind of feel drained.
I think it's actually a couple of three things. Being useful in working is whether you think about it much or not. You know you're doing useful work, not just for you, but the people around you. So it automatically, and plus you're moving around, and so it obviously you're not just because if I don't do something all day, man, by the end of the day I want to just collapse because I've been doing nothing.
I hear you. All right, well I'll let you get on with it then. I'm sure there's plenty more out there. I don't want to tie it up. I'll get on the side.
Yeah, very good. That was Kevin Kilo Golf 4 MIZ, and it's Kevin. His middle name is Trouble. Who else is east?
Okay, I'm 4HQ.
You got a middle name moniker?
No, I don't, Paul.
Yeah, very good. Everything going okay for you though?
Well, things are going pretty well. How about for you?
As far as I know, it's good. I mean, when I didn't have any problems with arthritis or other minor issues that I had, not terrible. Bad as it's ever been in my whole life. It's not. It's horrible. It's just not great. And other issues. I got some bronchitis and just stuff. I'm not complaining. But when I didn't have them, I felt good. And now, even though I have them, I felt much difference to me if I got aches and pains.
It's kind of rough getting old.
Yeah, it is, but it's just all part of life. Anything else good for the net stand?
No, it's all Paul. Back to net. Hey, I'm 4HQ.
Dan, he is in Lebanon. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else is east? Philip, you out there on your veranda with your HD?
Conditions are really good tonight.
Yeah, the conditions seem to be excellent tonight. They really do. Who else is anybody east? We started with north. So obviously we've kind of made the run here. Okay, anybody, any place, anywhere, please come in. Hey, Blair, which antenna are you using? You're a little low on signal.
Yeah, I'm actually at my son's house on an HT a couple blocks away inside, so it'll probably be a little low.
Oh,
But not bad for a $25 radio. You can still hear me okay.
no. Any of those HTs, including the $25 ones. It's amazing how well I can hear them when I had my other antenna that was better, and I talked to a guy on an HT in Murfreesboro.
You know, it's amazing with some of these HTs because I'm possibly run a cheap one over here, but I've got some more expensive HTs. I can't tell that they work.
No, as far as getting out, technically there may be some other issues, like they say with a little bit of splatter in the signal. It's not as well refined. Technical word, but they get out. And the only difference I find between like my HT made by Bofang, it's fine. I've had it for I don't know how long now, 7 or 8 years. Works great, never gives me problems. But if I compare that, I paid 300 and something, 320 for it without the additional crap. That thing, it does a scanning. It's faster. It's got much more features. But that's not what a Bofang's made for. You wouldn't be able to pay 25 of it.
No, I mean, when you spend $300-400 on a radio, you're almost afraid to take out someplace if you're going to drop it and break it.
The Bofang, you don't care if you break it.
No, in fact, I got GMRS and I got a couple of 25. I use my grandson to
Did you ever see that video on YouTube where a guy took a Bofang and back?
Yeah, I've seen that before. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, he ran over with the car. He did something else. Still worked. Actually, if you haven't seen that video, look it up. Bofang on fire. I don't know what it was. I'm sure you can find it. If you can't find it, I'll find it for you. Anyway, anything else in that, Blair?
No, that'll do it for the single 4S.
That's Blair. He's here in Mount Juliet on an HT, so that's why you couldn't hear him if you were having trouble hearing him. And that was Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Whiskey. Anybody else in a place anywhere?
KV9RK2.
You on an HT tonight? You sound really good.
No, I'm not on the. Check. Were we supposed to use $5 today?
No, I was just kidding. Because Blair was on an HT, and I just T-night. That'll be a real thrill.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I saw Mr. HT today himself.
Oh, you did, Richard. I already automatically knew who that was.
Yeah, that's why I do that. Yeah, because he would have plenty. So for the people that we could share.
Well, he has HTs he doesn't even know about.
Yeah, when he forgot about. But yeah, I actually I did hear Blair though. I could hear him in my QTH here.
Yeah, I don't know which side of Mount Juliet he was on, but he didn't sound real close, because a real close HT, if he's within a couple of blocks, a block or so, I can usually hear him really great. But he was inside and all that, so that was.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I was out at the Cedars today, and I wasn't expecting to see that many people there. I was like, what were they giving stuff away here? And they had a plant sale.
Oh, the park did, or somebody else?
The one organization. Actually, one of the people in our club's one of the principal people. A couple of them were there for that, and we were at one of the, they were doing the 40th anniversary. We had like a kind of a get together there and a radio day. It was like Parks on the Air, but I didn't do so good. My radio's, I don't know, it wasn't airing. It was like deaf. So I think something, I'm not sure what the problem was. So I'll have to sort that out in the next couple months before
Well, I tried listening for you guys, and I couldn't hear anybody anywhere on any of the bands after 11 o'clock this morning.
Chris did, he had to work for it, but he was on QRP, 5 watts on 20, and it was the only band. But he spotted himself in his own call. He didn't use the special call sign.
Well, I also didn't, I heard, I was nothing.
Yeah, well, we only had one radio that was actually working. Mine, Jim's antenna was no good, and Chris only had his 5 water, and he was the only one that brought logging software. I wasn't planning to operate. I just brought antennas just in case, but just between the big Dayton, Xenia were up there, and the weather and everything, not as many people really showed up, but we had more than I was expecting.
Oh, wow. That is good.
Cool. Like I said, I got to figure it out. Now there won't be a surprise if there's an actual problem. Hopefully, I don't look forward to fixing the problem, but at least I know about it now. We'll have to figure out what the heck's going on. Let's take if it's a connector issue or whatnot. But hey, that's why you need to do these things before you actually really need it.
Yeah, take a radio out to field day and you can't hear anything. That's bad.
Yeah. I mean, I was hearing as good as you, and I was getting no S unit, 0, maybe 1 S unit, but I was only hearing. I'm like, there's something wrong. My noise floor was less than a half a S unit. I'm like, something isn't right here.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, it's not fun to realize there's problems. Never is fun.
Right. It's crazy because it worked fine on Winterfield Day. So, I had it hooked up here before. Don't get it. Don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's my antenna. Another one. No, same thing. Now let me check my coax. No, same thing. Hey, let me plug in somebody else's antenna. It's still not good. Okay, something is wrong.
Yep. Been through that drill on lots of things.
And you know what's crazy? And sometimes it starts working, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I did, but now it works. But anyway, take over the whole thing while you're trying to wrap it up here. I'll be done here. So thanks for doing that. KB9RKK.
Yeah, very good. Juliet. Big signal, as always. He's not that far from me, and he's got a good setup over there. Who else is, aside from his... Who else is any place, anywhere? For the lollygaggers, lurkers, and...
Yeah, come. KWS speaking.
Well, you're getting pretty reliable there, aren't you, Scott?
Actually, I listened to the entire net without saying anything.
Well, I guess that's good. That means you weren't paying attention.
I'm listening to most of it on YouTube. I can't hear everybody over here like you can.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I got a real fuzzy YouTube video today, didn't I?
Yeah. What was it? Gangsters.
Yeah, that was my second time I think I showed up. The Gangsters of Simplex. Yeah. Well, I think sometimes the repeater owners thinks we are because we're taken away from them.
Oh well, what's the repeater again? Refresh me.
Well, it's something that just well, I don't want to say. It just repeats the same nonsense over and over. No, it's not. That's not nonsense. I just might make fun of that. I think I told you. You had to have. Did you hear me tell you about that guy that chewed me out on an email from? I think it was Crossville. I forget where he was from. Because I said that we don't need no stinking repeaters on an email.
Yeah. Oh well, get over it.
Well, it's again. I wrote him back really nice. I mean, I wasn't upset because anybody who's upset about people doing Simplex, or he was upset about that, like we were denigrating, repeater owners, all the work. He actually said all the work and time and trouble they spend, putting up repeaters for everybody to use. Oh, we're not making fun of that. I said everybody I know goes on repeaters, including me. I said, we're not denigrating. We're just having fun with Simplex, and our Simplex doesn't need a repeater. It's just, and then he didn't like that makes Simplex great again on a red hat, as if I was promoting Trump or something, which obviously is not promoting Trump.
Let me think. I don't know. A lot of things could be promoting him, but no, the similarities are far and few.
Well, again, it's just a red hat. I mean, red hats existed before Trump. Okay.
Certainly did. Alrighty. Well, there won't be any 220 for me tonight. I built a new antenna and I was putting it up on the pole, and I leaned it up against the house so I could grab the guy line. Doggone it, if it didn't fall over and break every element I had on that thing.
No kidding. Well, that's terrible. Was it a homemade one?
Yeah, it's just a $5, fix.
Okay. Well, let's get. We'll hope for the best next time. Anyway, anything else, Scott?
No, that was it. So I'll try for 6 meter for sure. But all right, carry on. K1SPD.
Yeah, very good. That was Scott. He is a lurker and or a lollygagger and or a sandbagger. And that's Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta, and he's in Laverne. Who else is any place anywhere? No more Flat Earth. Kevin, you've already checked in, so we got to go there. You can't check in twice. Unless you want to be a lizard people. Okay, he must have stepped away from the radio. I was sure that would have rung him up. If that's it, one more time, anybody, any place, anywhere, please come now. All righty, we had 21 people in there tonight. Pretty decent night for our carnival, our cavalcade, excuse me. I said carnival. It is a carnival sometimes. We're going to move right over to 144.240. We'll see you there, K4P then. This is Keith K4PW net control for the 144.240 portion of the net here on Mount Juliet, from Mount Juliet. From the north, please come now. Victor Uniform Whiskey, and that's in Carlin and Beth Gage. Who else was in there? All right. Well, very good. I should have said north again, but we're good. Good to have you in there, Tony. That's KF4. North or west?
Kilo, Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo.
All righty. We got Frank in Northwest Milton. Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. Who else is north or west?
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor.
Sounds good. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo, and that's Greg in Antioch. Who else is west?
KG4, ILB.
All right, hold on, Jack. We got KG4 ILB. Yeah, Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor. How you doing? Oh yeah, you check in earlier or not? Yeah. Every time you're in, I gotta remember. You're in. The name escapes me almost every time I want to say it. What's the name of the place again? Ah, very good. Lyles, got it. Very good. Good to have you in there, Larry. It's Kilo Bravo 9. Good stretch away from us over there, northwest of, I believe it's northwest of Nashville. But I'm going to think it's close to 40 miles. Does somebody else have a comment? All right. Anybody else west?
KC4TNQ.
Hey, Charles, were you copying area in the line?
Yes, I did. I could just barely hear it.
Oh, yeah, it was a fairly low signal. I had full copy on it, but it was a fairly low signal. Just wondered if you were able to hear him. You're another 12, 15 miles closer than me. So anyway, that was Charles, Kilo Charlie 4, Tango November, Quebec. Who else is west? Do I hear somebody else in there? I often think I can hear things in the background, but I don't think so. Anybody else south? Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. That's Scott in Laverne. Good signal. Who else is
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet.
sounding real good on your beam there, Jim? That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Who else? South or east?
KM4 YRF. Yes, it is.
Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. That's Mike in here in Mount Juliet. Anybody else east? Stan, you out there? Kevin, you out there?
KG4 Mosaic.
I was taking roll call. You can tell, huh?
I was waiting on Stan. I figured he did something there before me.
Wasn't though. Stan, you still there? Very good. That's Kevin. Kilo Golf for Mike India Zulu. Good signal. Who else is east or anywhere at this point?
I'm sorry.
There's Stan. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Yeah, Kevin was waiting on you. You didn't show up.
Yeah, I had to take the dog down.
Oh yeah, taking the dogs out. One of my favorite. That's all. I get about just 2,000 steps a day just taking dogs in and out. That was a Stan. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo in Lebanon. Anybody else? North, south, east, or west? I didn't hear Mark in there tonight. All right, let me hold on. Tonight, one last chance before I move over to 50.135. Very good. That's where we're going. 50.135. All right, let's K4 PEW 50.135 here on 50.135 from Mount Juliet Simplex Net North. Please come in. All right, over to the west. All right, we got Greg in there. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else? In there now. That was Joel, KO4 OKV, OKE, excuse me, up in Ashland City area. Who else was in there from west? Ah, very good. I got you in there. Low signal, but I'm able to copy. Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor, and that's Larry in Lyles, Tennessee. Who else? Anybody else west? Anybody south?
Charles is in there.
Okay, very good. I got a few in there. I think I jumped the gun. We got Charles, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. All right, I got Scott, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Who is it? Was that Jack in there? Is that who you heard? AE4TYJ. Jim, is that who they heard? Ah, very good. You're right. Well, you're tonight. Are you doing anything different? Are you on the big what do you have, full wave once? Yeah, no, normally you've been better on 6 meters, I know, but so it's a little lower than average. Anyway, good to have you in there, Jim. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. He's down in Woodbury. Scott in Laverne. Who else? Who else was west or south? How about east?
KM4 YRF.
I think I heard Mike in there. He's got a real low signal. Foxtrot. Who else we got east? Very good. We got Stan in Lebanon. That'd be 11 and 10 in the Middle East. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hank Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else is east? Yeah, very good. Can't have fun, man. What good is it? Kilo Golf for Mike India Zulu. He's over in the real Lebanon here in Tennessee. I think the one over there in Middle East was named after Tennessee. You know. Well, turn over. Anybody copying anything from any place, anywhere? Anywhere, please come down. All right, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victory. All right, very good. That was Jack. Kilo Golf for India Lima Victory in Donaldson. And I forget how many I counted. That's how it's getting bad. Let's see, that would be, we got 11 in there. 11. Anybody else? Please come now. Is anybody copying anything?
I hear nothing.
Does anybody want to come now? All righty, we had 11 in there on 6 meters, and we're going to go right over to 223.415. Finished up kind of early, which is good, but we still had a good net with 21 on 2 meters and 13 on 2 meter upper sideband, and then 11 on 50. We're going to go over and get like 30 or 40 over on 223. So we'll see you there. If you got them, smoke them. And I don't mean smoke the finals either. We'll repeat it. I'm signing out. And good night, YouTube. Sorry about the fuzzy screen.